So yeah, not a great start to my Forge Action Day. This actually happened to be my first session of the day, the first of 3. And although the HUD says I'm on lap 3, this is actually my 4th time around because it doesn't include the out lap. But I'll quickly run you through this lap now, and then I'll show you what I think went wrong, and I'll show you all the damage that's occurred. I don't know if you can see, but we got Dean in his boosted Fez up ahead, and I got Matty in his diesel IB behind me. We spent the first 3 times around just kind of clearing the field and getting past everybody, letting the faster guys get past us, etc. And this is the first time really we would had quite an open lap. So I have started pushing it at this point. Now everything's warmed up. So we're moments before everything goes wrong at this point, and I just wanted to note that the car felt absolutely fine. So let's have a look back over that footage now in slow time. This Beamer got past Matty after Tower and had been stalking me since. He finally got past me on this home straight, and although he has technically broken the rules, overtaking me in the braking zone and into the corner, he's actually done me a favour. With him having taken a bad line and being sat on the apex, he's actually slowed me down considerably. I'm only doing about 55 miles an hour here, and if you look at my previous lap, I was actually doing about 15 to 20 miles an hour more. Then disaster, the wheel just up and fucks off. As the splitter hits the deck, it takes a chunk of earth with it, which I find funny because just about every marshal here at Castle Combe always takes the piss out of the car for being a lawnmower. But at least Matty got past me. And this is where it came to a stop, a disc on the deck and one wheel cocked. As for what's caused the wheels to come off, that was easy enough to figure out when we'd eventually found all the wheel nuts at it. And as you can see here, it had simply stripped all of the threads out of the hub. It'd done this on 3 or 4 of the bolts, and then 1 or 2 of the remaining bolts, all the threads had sheared off them. This can only be my fault. I gotta put it down to over tightening. I'm a bit of a lazy git, and when I had the slicks taken off to put the semis on for Combe, I tightened up all the wheel bolts with the impact gun, and I must have went 1 ugga-dugga too many. This is all the cosmetic damage. It really just is the wing. You can actually see the wing is folded up in the middle here, which has pushed up the bonnet at the same time. It's also cracked and pulled the wing away from the door. But believe it or not, the most damage actually came from trying to tow it off. So if you come and look around the front, yeah, it did have a tow strap on it, but when they tried to tow the car off track using the strap, it just snapped. Main reason being, it was dug into the ground and it didn't have a wheel on it. So as they tried to drag it, there was just too much resistance, snapped the towing strap. The biggest shock for most people is that the splitter was relatively unharmed. Yeah, it's bent here slightly, but a hammer and dolly will bend that back into place. We also got a bit of scuffing across this bottom edge, which is to be expected, but really not that bad. After the towing strap snapped, I tried to connect a tow rope here on the inside of this cross member. But unfortunately, as you'd expect, with the car being dug in and without a tyre, it's just pulled that away and it's moved this bumper about and some of this chrome trim. But that's easily fixable, so it's not an issue. As for structural or mechanical damage, at first glance, there really doesn't seem to be any. Even the disc seems fine. Now, I'll obviously change that because it's just not worth the risk for the cost of a disc. But other than that, the only thing I tend to do is strip down all the suspension on that side and just inspect everything. For those of you that are new to the channel, why not take a look around? We have a lot of varied car content here. The emphasis is on build stuff, but we often get to shows, meets, we do a lot of track time and stuff like that. I'm currently building out the RB engine on my Skyline, looking to get about 600 horsepower at the crank. Along with that, we're constantly working on the Frank and Saab, and I've also got plans to get my hands on a GT6 by the end of the year and fit it out with a rotary engine. So have a look around, there might be something you enjoy. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Captured by Pops on Instagram. She's a talented young photographer and actually supplied the majority of the photos for this video. She's South Wales based and seems to get to most of the shows around here, so I want to check her out on Instagram and give her page a follow. Massive thank you to Kenny from Accelerate as well. 1 for being in the right place at the right time, 2 for sharing the footage that he got with me. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching and hopefully we'll see you again.